Right there, 258. Well, hey there, gamers. Thanks for checking us out. Let's get right into it. We've got 258 skins that go all the way back to Chapter 2. Right there, 258 skins. We've got as well. Once we take a look at pretty much all of them, we'll see which ones have the built-in emotes as well. So, of course, we've got this guy right here, the T60 Power Armor from the most recent season. I haven't even actually got all the way through this Battle Pass yet. I need to finish unlocking everything with this guy. I'm only level 86, so you can tell I have kind of been slacking a little bit this season. But anytime I see somebody wearing this skin, boy, are they a sweat. I don't know, you know, and maybe they think that they are the present. They are the present of Fortnite. They themselves are the gift, bringing you the sweat. I don't know what it is, but generally, when you see somebody wearing a holiday boxy, boy, it's gonna be a sweat fest. Hope I really actually like this character just because she has such versatile skins, you know. They may be the same outfit, but they change so much by, you know, just by little things, glasses, hats on or off, but the color variations makes it seem like a completely different character skin almost. Now Montague, I mean, he's cool, I guess. I was never really a fan of this skin. She is okay. I do like that she has like multiple face styles that you can choose from, you know, different fencing masks, so to speak. Oscar, you can get out of here. Of course, you've got Peter. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. That's all I got to say about him. This was an interesting, like, you know, peely kind of thing. I thought it was pretty cool that they had all these different colors and different versions, and you know, for those of you that missed out on the rare golden peely, this was probably as close as you're gonna get to it, right? So, you know, I usually go with pistachio on this gentleman myself, but you can't forget the Winterfest Bushranger. Classic guy right here. You know, any Bushranger, I love them. I remember when they had just the original one that didn't even like turn purple or have the other things like that. Okay. I like all the different Jonesy skins. It seems like this one, they, you know, added a lot of different textures. I like the different gaming style, or the different textures to it and that kind of thing. It looks pretty cool. Pretty good for a Jonesy. Valeria, she's all right. She's, you know, she's got some different styles on her, you know, so she's okay. This guy right here, oh, Sergeant Drake, you know, yeah, you gotta love him and all the Duck squads. This one, luckily, I really enjoyed this skin, but I didn't have the V-Bucks at the time, and I had a wonderful friend use my creator code, undeadurface. Make sure anytime you use the Fortnite store, Epic store, you use the creator code undeadurface. I'd appreciate that. But a buddy of mine used that and he gifted me this skin, and I really appreciate it. I really enjoy her. She has a lot of different, you know, to me, it's just, I guess it's not a lot of different, but it's just a pretty big variation, and I think it's literally just a fucking hat. Okay, it's just a hat. I think I just like the skin. Renegade Lynx. She's pretty cool. She's pretty cool. A lot of different variable styles as well. One of my favorite things is just having variable styles. You know, she can do the glasses, the mask, different colors, different variations, however you want to do it. And the thing is, it's like, I don't know which one of these skins are rare and which ones aren't. I just, you know, just play. Spectra Knight. Now, the one that I do know is rare that I didn't get was the Black Knight or Dark Knight. I've got a couple other different Knight variants, but I didn't end up with that one. So it's cool. I do like that this one has, you know, all the different helm variations, you know, depending on what kind of knight you feel like being, apparently. You can, and there's, that one's cool just because there's the helmet pattern you can do different. There's also even the body pattern. And, you know, not a lot of stuff ends up actually, like, having that type of level of variations to it. Now, I hope you guys participated and got my, you know, your Michael Myers skin. He came with his own little emote and everything. I thought, and a pickaxe that was just basically a butcher's knife. So, you know, I hope you guys got your Micro Myers skin when you had the chance. I'm sure it'll pop up in the store again sometime around Halloween. Look at this one. Okay, so she also has many different colors. Well, 3 different colors. We can mess with her shading cell, and what? That's pretty cool. Okay, so you can really kind of mess with her in different ways and make her either, you know. This guy, I thought it was crazy that this would be like one of the battle pass skins. It's an okay one to me, but I think this was like the final skin on it, and I was just kind of like, what the hell, you know? You got fish stick, all right, you know. Antonia, huh? Now, she's got a lot of different variations as well. You know, she's got this weird 3D kind of thing going on. Jacket, mask on. Okay. I like her pink version myself. Man, and we have so many more skins. We have the different variations of the Meowscles and the Optimus Primes. I hope you guys are enjoying this as well, because this is something that, like, you know, I've just collected all these skins, and I don't know which ones that other people's like, and, you know, which ones you don't. I make sure you comment your favorite, or which ones you think that, which ones you don't like as well, you know, because there you got Thick Penny here. You can't forget about Thick Penny. She is an interesting one. It was really cool when they finally brought the Doomslayer in. I thought that was pretty cool. This one is one of my favorites. Graveheart, I like to run her a lot. She's just a good one, and I like that she has, you know, a couple different things to choose from. Gruff Gringle. I don't have the original Gruff. Everybody talks about Gruff, you know, and he's a rare guy. But I got Sled Ready Gruff as well. So I've got a couple different variations of him, but I don't have the actual Guff, you know? Now, this is one of my favorite skins as well. You saw it when I first came in. This is what I was wearing. You gotta love the goat. You gotta love the goat. And you got Bonjamin. Okay. Now we're getting into the weird, more random ones that I just really enjoy and like. Snap was a really fun one because you could just, you know, you could change them up and do whatever you want. So let's see, we'll go with, there you go, and then these guys, well, you'll have some bones for arms, and then the legs will be that, and the chest will be that, and now we've got a completely different style. So Snap was, to me, was a really cool concept for them, in the same way that they had in a previous one where you're able to build that commando girl. Gunner was cool just on the different variations that they have on him. You can take the mask off, and he just, pretty cool stuff. I've definitely got the Batman Who Laughs was a really, really good one, and it was an interesting collab. I didn't think that they would even bring that over. So again, a really dark theme, but I mean, Fabio Sparkleman. We do have a lot of the not just monkeys, but just spacesuits in general. There's a lot of those. But now we're getting down to the nitty gritty. We've got the Fixer. I actually really like this guy. And part of the Advanced Forces set, Chapter 2, Season 6. So we are starting to get into the older ones, and, you know. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there was this whole season where there was all of the Marvel series. Man. And it's funny because we sprinkle in a couple DC characters up top, but, you know, we've got our Joker right here. You know, he's cool because he's got a, you know, you can put his hat on, off, jacket on or off. You know, he's got a couple variations. And it's cool because you got Poison Ivy as well. She was a fun one. Mystique was pretty cool just because she did have the different variations as well. You know, and it's like completely different styles. So that one is cool. I didn't even realize Storm had this many variations. So shows how much I've actually used the Storm one, but Storm is cool. Same with Thor. I didn't realize Thor had, I didn't even know there was a golden Thor, so it, you know, same with, I get, you know. Look at that guy. So we do have Midas Rex, all right, boom. You wouldn't even recognize him as Midas in that skin, but that one's pretty cool, I think. I really enjoy that one. Oh, Castaway Jonesy. I do love some Jones, you know, so. Oh, we can't leave out Aquaman here, you know. Derby Dynamo, she's pretty fun. She has her own built-in emote, and you know, I'll go over that towards the end of the video. The ones that, you know, we'll showcase that. Got Eternal Night. This is one of the nights that I have because I don't have the other night, but it's all right, you know. Still oldie but goldie. I really enjoy this one. Speaking of gold, boom. I really enjoy it. Let's see, we can make her boom. There you go. But we are going all the way back now. We got Sizzle here. You gotta love a good silly skin like this. It's a straight burger for a head, you know. Look at another cool kid Jonesy, you know. And another taco head. You know, a lot of these are fun to mess around with, you know. Kit, this was a really cool one. Also has its own built-in emote that's pretty cool. The I'm a cat dance, but a different version of it. Surf Witch, all right, you know, and she has a couple. You can either with or without horns, you know. Yellow Jacket is pretty cool. Bam. But it's, I guess you name it. Why would you be Yellow Jacket if you got a black jacket, right? That doesn't make sense. But we've got Cuddle Pool here. Wham. And Deadpool. Wham. Agent Peely. Different, you know, depending on how fancy or not fancy you want your Peely to be. Oh, Brutus. You guys see, we are quickly making our way through. Now, here is what was cool with Gear Specialist Maya, was you were able to pick all of her, you know, outfits and things like that. And so this is the one I ended up building right here. Everybody's version of this who happens to have this one is going to look slightly different. Oh, Meowscles. And Midas. That's going back, man. I remember that stuff. And Point Patroller. I don't know how rare this skin is, to be honest with you. Probably not very rare. I do love the Quacklings, especially because there's 4 different versions of it. So when you have a whole squad and everybody's running around as a different colored duck, it's just a lot of fun. Oh, Tina. She also has her own built-in emote. She's one of the old school characters as well, but everybody knows her. The Tailor. I just really enjoy this skin. I just like the color of it. I just really like the skin. And it goes way back. And I ended up actually getting this one slightly more recently. That was one that I got more recently. I remember 8-Ball versus Scratch. You do gotta love Big Mouth. I love it. He's got the little frogs that move with him. He's, you know, the back bling with the frogs is funny. Look at the little frog wiggle there. Oh, here's the Bush Ranger. Now look at all these cool variations. So depending on what biome you're really trying to run around in, you know, it is crazy. Bush Ranger is a classic, funny one. Cameo versus Sheik. That's all I got for her. I guess she has variations, but I don't have any for her. Fusion. Journey versus Hazard. We also don't have any variations for her. We do for Monks. He's this one I do like this. Got a little Muppet coming at you. Oh, Remedy versus Toxin. All right, so we do have both versions of Remedy here. We got Remedy and Toxin. Okay. Woolly Warrior. When this skin came out, it was a free one that everybody got. And let me tell you, the day it came out, you saw nothing but a million people wearing this. It was absolutely insane. The amount of folks that were messing with the Woolly Warrior. Turk versus Riptide. There you go. We've got both versions of him. I prefer the Riptide version myself. Trilogy. Just an interesting skin. I honestly don't know where this came from, or it's chapter 2 season 1. So, but we've got Teef. Oh man, you gotta love Teef. Especially the back bling that comes with them. It's a big ball, like rubber, or not rubber, but bubblegum ball with teeth in it that bounce and shatter. I don't have any variations of Serana. We got Snugs. Wonder what, you know, I always wonder what happened to his eye. Bash I really like because there's all the different versions of Bash. And I just think it's a cool skin. For a llama, that's probably the coolest llama you're gonna get. Catalyst. Mask on, mask off. Alright, little jacket action. Sparkle Supreme. Tilted Technique. Oh, with or without the mask. Okay. X-Lord. Okay, so this is like when... this is Season X. Yeah, they were like... They were trying to bring back the other Rust Lord type effect. Yonder, you gotta love this guy right here. He be vibing. He be vibing. Vega has a few variations, but... Stratus. Sentinel. Oh, okay. I don't even know where you came from, but look at those little chicken feet there. Yeah, you're like a chicken. That's funny. I didn't ever realize that the Sentinel is a chicken. This girl has a few different ways you can do her. You can really change her setup. Boom. And of course, we've got good old Bunker Jonesy. He spent some time in the bunker with Peely. We all know what happened. Okay, we all know what happened. Vendetta. A lot of different variations there as well. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure this guy can change it up. Yep, a lot of different versions of stuff on Vendetta. And, oh, you got Wild. You know, she's part of the host squad. You know, you get a whole bunch of those running around. Silly, silly. Blackheart is cool because he's got so many variations that he goes from alive to dead with a gold beard and purple beard and whatever other color you'd want, you know? It's pretty... You can pick different color clothing for him, you know? I mean... Ember's, you know, pretty straightforward. Hybrid, huh? And hybrid, yeah, you can do regular, just starting to tear out, full on. I mean, pick different colors. This one was a really cool one from a while ago. Laguna, okay. Master Key. Peely, I don't have any of the other alternates of Peely. I really wish I did. But the Prickly Patroller is a lot of fun there. You got Ruin here. Sidewinder. I like her just because she's got a couple different looks to her. Lynx, of course, you know. Of course, classic Lynx. All the different variations, different colors. However you want to do it. The onesie. Oh, she's got either the blue variant or the white variant. Powder. Black jacket, white jacket. Some big boots for you, though. Prodigy. We've got no variants of him, but you know Sergeant Winter we do. The Ice King. Oh, man, that was a fun season. Got the different versions of the Ice King right there. And you do gotta love the Prisoner. I really enjoy this guy. He's a skin that everybody seems to hate on this guy. But, you know, he's, you know, out here just trying to live his best life. Oh, Trog. Not a thought behind those eyes, you know? Zenith is cool because there's a lot of different variations you can do as well. Calamity, I like just for the different variations. Boom, boom. I like this one right here with the smoke coming out, and boom, there you go. DJ Yonder. So we've got a couple different versions of Yonder here. Giddy up. Oh, he's a funny one. And when you this one you can kind of make the make him twerk with the llama. It's pretty funny when you want to be silly about it. Spooky team leader. Yep. This one there's an alternate of it though. There's a girl version as well that's pretty cool looking. I like these ones because they're just so funny how the thing bounces back and forth. Spooky team leader. The tender defender. That's right. Also, not a thought behind those eyes. Drift. We've got a lot of different versions of Drift that we can mess with there. Enforcer's pretty cool. Huntress was one of those Vikings. Now, we needed to have both versions of the clowns because, you know, you can have your hat on, your hat off, black and white clown. You gotta have both of the clowns. We are almost to the bottom here. Wow. Ragnarok. A lot of different versions. You can change him all the way on up. Omega is one that I guess is like really hard to find, or it was just like, it's not hard to find, but it's like one of the more rarer ones, I suppose. From which there's also the Dark Voyager right here, which is another one that's a little bit, it's not that it's like rare, it's just on the older side, you know, and I actually really like to play that skin. Same thing, we've got Blue Team Leader. This one was a PlayStation Plus. Was it PlayStation Plus? I don't know. It was a PlayStation specific skin from Season 2. So you had to specifically get it downloaded on PlayStation. And I managed to do that. And that's how you ended up with Dark Voyager. Not necessarily because it was a PlayStation specific, but, you know, just these older skins. They're right here, Mission Specialist. I really like the astronaut theme, so it's pretty cool. We've got the Space Explorer set, both of these guys. Season 3. Of course, you got the classic Rust Lord. And the crazy, you know, Sweet Tooth set. We got Zoe here. But, of course, I'd have to say the 3 rarest that I've got are probably going to be the Blue Team Leader, the Dark Voyager, and Omega. I'm sure there's some other guys still high. Oh, the Visitor is a good one as well. I like. There's a few different versions of that one that are a lot of fun. But I'd have to say those are the 3 rarest. And with that being said, you know, they are not my favorites. You guys make sure to drop down in the comments what your favorite skin is that you've seen. Or if you have one that I don't have that you like better, because I'll have to look it up. And honestly, I'd love to compare and contrast. So you guys drop your comments on what you think the favorite, or what you think is the best skin, and we can kind of go from there. But before we call it a night, we're going to do an extra little bit where we're going to go to, forget all the unlockable styles. We'll go to the built-in emotes. Because we want to see which ones have built-in emotes. So we've got Dr. Doom. And his built-in emote is... Oh, he won't do it. Because the only time that you get to use Dr. Doom's built-in emote is after you get a victory. So he'll tell you no flat out in the lobby. He says, I will not do it. Peter Parker's built-in emote. A lot of fun. You can just kind of hang out from the top. Gives you a little wave. Says, how we doing? Now, you gotta love old Derby here because she does this shit right here. Bringing the good vibes. This one's pretty cool. He's got little hands to eat his cereal. It's almost like these are like hidden emotes because unless you know what skin to use, you know? Well, okay. All right, it does look like that's going to be it for us today, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys want to see another video on the different back blings, we've got different gliders, we've got different pickaxes, we got all different kinds of things. Let us know in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. If you see any extra videos or any something like that, click on it. I'm telling you, you're going to enjoy the content. I appreciate you guys watching this video and making it here, and you know, every little bit helps, and I look forward to making more content for you guys. You guys, you know, all you dead face friends, you know what it is. Let's go.